You ever seen these little Moerman handles around? The nice bright blue ones and all different types of channels that people will use with them. And they're pretty amazing. But one thing a lot of people get confused about is what's the difference? You have the Moerman Accelerator 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 complete. Well, I'll get into that real fast. So this right here is the Excelerator original gangster. So it's just the Excelerator. And it's referring to specifically the handle. And this is the Excelerator 2.0. You can see there's a difference there in how it looks. Functionally, not a major difference for that part other than the angle here. These are highly adjustable. Look at that. That's negative 10 degrees, I believe. This is 5 degrees. I think it goes to 0 as well. But either way, that angle makes it so that you can keep this handle on a pole and you can start up above your head and go all the way down to the ground. If you ever seen guys close out with a pole, part of the reason is they're using a squeegee handle that can take those angles. And then it's got these swivel actions on them. They both swivel fairly well. That's not completely different from one to the other, but this was just older, not quite as well designed. They really, I don't know if they cost more, but these ones are a little bit better because of that angle. I want to have one of these for every tech that ever works for me. They're going to have one of these handles in there. The only difference between the 2.0 and the 3.0 is that the 3.0 is a complete squeegee. So it's got the Liquidator channel along with the Excelerator 2.0 handle. So that's the only difference. And the significance of the Liquidator channel, you got those ends right there. And, normally I cut the rubber here on the corner so that it kind of matches the shape of the blade. You can actually get by without doing that. It makes a slight difference, a little bit better if you go ahead and trim it. That helps just to make sure that this a little piece right here, that it pushes right into the corner. And so you can get really tight angles from any direction on the corners of the glass. So it does make a difference, but insignificant. You can clean all the windows using these Liquidator channels without chopping the corners of the rubber off, if you were ever wondering. But that's the difference between Excelerator 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. It's the handles. It's just how it's put together. And if you've never used a Liquidator channel, a lot of people have a hard time with them. As a matter of fact, when I first got started with a Liquidator channel, I threw it away, or I didn't throw it away. I threw it in a bucket and left it to die. Went back to it a year later when I watched a video of somebody else and realized the issue was not the channel. The issue was me. So if you're having issues with the Liquidator channel, the issue is on you, not on the tool. You have to relearn. It's like you try to ride a surfboard, but then you try to ride a skateboard. It's not the same. You know how to ride a skateboard, but you don't know how to snowboard. Not quite the same. There's similarities. It carries over quite a bit, but it's not perfect. It is the infamous zero detail squeegee. You don't have to detail the tops or the sides most of the time. It does a really good job. It's my favorite by far. It's amazing. I love the Liquidator channels. But again, you have to relearn how to use a squeegee. Completely different touch, completely different feel. You feel like you're pushing harder against the glass, even though you don't need to put more pressure. It's just that the way that your muscles are trained to hold everything and to move everything is completely different. But once you learn how to do this one, you'll never go back, because it just doesn't make sense to switch anything else because it's so precise. It's so accurate with the motions. Now, having said that, a lot of people struggle getting used to it. And so if you want to have a zero detail squeegee experience, but you don't want to necessarily use the Liquidator, then you can get these Unger S Plus channels. See that? I'm pretty sure that they only come in 18 inches. I don't think you can get a 14-inch version of it, but this pairs very well as well. And so the 18-inch Unger S Plus, these corners are slightly turned in. And so they have the same effect. So that extra little pressure pushing in on the corner makes it so that you can get a little tighter up on the top and on the edges. And it wicks the moisture away from the side of the glass a lot better than just your typical channel. Now, I've also used some of the wide body channels or the aluminum extruded ones like Sorbo. I'm not personally a fan. I just feel like they're a little bit clunky. I do mostly residential. A lot of the guys who love those are mostly doing commercial. Some people may like them for residential. I'm not hating on you. It's just not my preference. They're a little bulky for me. I've still got this this Unger handle, the Unger Ninja handle with the Legend channel. Born in Canada, it says. And This is the closest I'll get to. I don't use this hardly ever, but it has a different feel to it. So if you get used to this, you're going to have a hard time using the other Squeegees. That's why so many people are so dogmatic or so passionate about their favorite brand of Squeegee. It's because the wide body channels have a completely different feel and different experience. They're more rigid, so you can have a longer channel and feel like you have more control of it. So they're nice for a lot of people. I don't like them for residential because I feel like I'm going to scrape up the edge of the glass with that. It just pokes out a little bit more. What I did like about it is that it does have that beveled angle, very similar to the Excelerator, but it doesn't work as well for precision as the Liquidator channel. So anyways, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, let me know what's your favorite combo. What's your favorite handle and what's your favorite Squeegee channel, blade, whatever you want to call it. I've had a lot of fun playing around, but that's my go-to. So anyways, again, guys, thank you for watching up to this point. Just in case you didn't already know, I'm Ben the Window Cleaner. I've been running a window cleaning business here in Texas for the past 4 or 5 years and getting ready to scale things up, hiring employees, starting to kind of get things together, I guess you could say. I've sold another business when I was out in New York. I had another blue ladder out there and a couple guys who were working for me took that over. And I had another company that I built up in California and just had to let it fizzle out because I wasn't charging enough. I wasn't keeping track of things well enough. And it didn't have anything worth selling. Nobody wanted to buy it. So I just had to let it go. So hopefully if you're watching me, if you're watching this channel, I can help. If you want to eventually sell your business, maybe I can help you with that as far as getting ready, because that's what I'm trying to do right now. I don't necessarily want to sell, but if you want to have a business that's a valuable asset to you, where it doesn't need you every day, it needs to be to the point where it kind of can run on cruise control. That will make it more valuable to other people and also make it so valuable to you that you don't want to let go of it. So that's how I'm going after it. Again, any other questions, let me know. If you want to buy one of these, use my link in the description below. A window cleaning resource. It's the best price that you can get, best quality customer service that you can get, and I'll get a little tip out of it. I get like a 10% commission every time somebody puts an order in through my link. So I appreciate all you guys who have, and I'll see you in the next video.